Hello students, this is Sagarika Mohanty. Welcome to statistics classes. Today we will discuss a new topic. This is calculation of arithmetic mean in special cases. There are 5 special cases. One is cumulative frequency distribution. Second is mean value are given. Third situation is inclusive class intervals. Fourth situation is operand series, and the last is unequal class interval. First case we will discuss, that is cumulative frequency distribution. It has basically two situations. One is less than situation and another is more than situation. This is the example related to the less than situation. So here it has two columns. One is profit, which is shown in crore in rupees, that is less than 20, less than 30 and so on. And this is from the last is less than 70. And the another column which indicates the number of companies. So first in this case we arrange the class. So the first class will be, and first there is a gap between all the class is 10. So the first class will be 10 to 20, then 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, and the last class will be 60 to 70, because the class range that is less than 70. Now we arrange the frequency. So here the first frequency will be 5. The next frequency will be minus 48 minus 22. The next frequency is 22. That is 22 minus 5. That is 17. Then 48 minus 22. That will be 26. Then 60 minus 48, that will be 12. Then 83 minus 60, this is 23. The next is 100 minus 83, and the answer will be 17. Then put any methods or any methods which is given in the question and get the answer of the arithmetic mean. The next is the situation of the more than case. So this is the example related to the more than situation. Here there has also two columns which indicates, first column indicates the marks of the students and another column is the number of students. So here first is more than 0 and all the classes gap will be 10. So for the first class will be 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, and the last class will be 40 to 50, because the last class range from more than 40. Next we arrange the frequency. So here first frequency will be 50 minus 45 is 5. Then 45 minus 30. This will be 15, then 30 minus 20, that is 10, then 20 minus 5, that is 15, and the last frequency will be 5. So in this case, first we arrange the class, then arrange the frequency in case of your cumulative frequency distribution. And as usual, after this arrangement, we calculate to arithmetic mean by putting any method. The next special case is when the mean value are given. So this is a simple case where mean value is given instead of the class interval and frequency is also given. So in this situation we easily calculate D. So D is basically mean value minus A. A is your assumed mean. So you can take any number from the mean value like assumed mean and calculate the D. After the calculation of D, you can calculate D dash, or after this calculation you put any methods like your shortcut method or step division method and calculate the arithmetic mean. The next special case is inclusive class interval. In inclusive class interval, here the class intervals are not equal. That means this is like that 10 to 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39, 40 to 49 and 50 to 59. So this is example related to your inclusive class interval. So here there is x will be in this case we calculate lower class with minus 0.5 and we add upper class plus 0.5. So in lower class we minus 0.5 and in upper class we add 0.5. So the class will be, if we minus 0.5 from 10, the answer will be 9.5. 2, the second is your upper class plus 0.5, that means 19.5. Then so on, 20 minus 0.5 will be 19.5 minus 29.5, means 19.5 to 29.5. Then 29.5 to 39.5. Then 39.5 to 49.5. Then 49.5 to 59.5. So this is the class intervals and this is in the continuous form. Then after that frequencies as usual, which is given in the question, that will be 5, 10, 15, 20 and 30. After that you put any methods of the arithmetic mean and get the answer. Next special case is opponent series. In opponent series there is the first class and the last class is not given. So the example of the opponent class series is like this. There is two column, one is marks and another is frequency. So mark is below to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80 and the last is 80 and above. So in this case first we arrange the class. So as there is all the class gap is 20, then the first will be class will be 0 to 20, then 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80 and the next is 80 to above, means there is a 20 gap, that means 80 to 100 and the frequencies as usual given in the question, that will be 5, 10, 15, 20 and 25. There is no changes in the frequency in case of your opponent series. There is also only changes of the first number and the last number of the class. That means here the lower class of the first class and upper class of the last class is not given in case of your opponent series. And as usual put any methods of the arithmetic mean and get the answer. The last special case is unequal class interval. This is the example related to the unequal class interval. Here there is a class and the first class gap is 10, the next gap is also 10, the next gap is 20, then there is gap is 30 and last class gap is also 30. So that is also due to the difference of the classes. This is known as your unequal class interval. So in this case first we calculate mid value. So mid value of the first class will be 10 by 5 equals to 5, then 15, then 30, then 55 and the last will be 85. After calculation of the mid value, then we calculate FM. So the FM will be first will be 40, then 180, then 900, then 330 and the last will be 340 and the summation of FM will be 1790 and we calculate the mean. So mean equals to summation of FM divided by sigma F, and here the sigma F will be 60. So that means 1790 divided by 60, the answer will be 29.83. So in case of your unequal class interval, the calculation of arithmetic mean is like this. Next we calculate combined mean. The formula of combined mean is, combined arithmetic mean of the second distribution, n1 equals to number of items of the first distribution, and n2 equals to number of items of the second distribution. So here is the question where there is also given the mean and also the number of items, and we calculate the combined mean. So in this case, this is the first distribution and this is the second distribution. So here first the mean one of the first distribution is 12, then mean 2 is 20, then n1 is 80 and n2 is 60. So here we calculate combined mean. So as per the formula, that is n1 into mean 1, so that means 80 into 12 plus n2 into mean 2, that means 60 into 20 all divided by n1 plus n2, that is 80 plus 60. Then we solve this. 12 into 80 equals to 960 plus 1200 divided by 140. So the answer will be 15.43. The combined mean will be 15.43. Next we calculate weighted mean. So weighted mean formula is summation of wx divided by summation of w. Here w stands for weights. So here the question is like this. So this is item, this is x, and here weight is given instead of your frequency. So this is w. As for the formula we calculate wx. So 10 into 1 equals to 10, 15 into 2 equals to 30, then 60, then 120, and the last will be 200. And we just summation of wx will be 420 and summation of w will be 15. Now calculate weighted mean will be summation of wx by summation of w, that is 420 divided by 15, and the answer will be 28. Our topic is measure of central tendency. So measure of central tendency means it is single value which is used to represent an entire set of the data. It has basically classified into three major categories. One is arithmetic mean, median, and last is mode. So arithmetic mean is defined as the sum of the value of all the observation divided by numbers of observation. So that means sigma x by n is your arithmetic mean, and it is denoted by x bar. It has also two types. One is simple arithmetic mean and another is weighted arithmetic mean. Simple arithmetic mean consists of three series, that is individual series, discrete series, and continuous series. And all the series have three methods, that is direct method, shortcut method, and step deviation method. And weighted arithmetic mean, where weight is also assigned and you can calculate easily, and the formula is summation of wx divided by summation of w. So weight, w stands for weight. Next topic is properties of arithmetic mean. The first property is the sum of the deviation of the observation from their arithmetic mean always 0. That means sigma x minus mean will be, answer will be 0. The next is the sum of the square of all the deviation from the item, there the arithmetic mean is minimum. The next is mean of the combined series. Also you can calculate mean from the combined series. the arithmetic mean of the new series also get increased or decreased by k. The new mean will be mean plus k. That means if any number that is increased or decreased by all the series, then the mean also increase and decrease. Then the last property is if all the items of the series are multiplied or divided by a constant number, then the mean of these observations also get multiplied or divided by such number. So this is related to the properties of the arithmetic mean. Now we discuss some merits and demerits related to the arithmetic mean. First merit is arithmetic mean calculation is easy, and we can say that there is simple to understand and easy to compute the arithmetic mean. Next is it is based on all the observation of the items, and this is convenient the method of comparison. For the comparison, then arithmetic method is suitable. The next is no arrangement required for grouping of items. Next is demerits. Demerits first is it is affected by the extreme values. That means if you increase or decrease or multiply or divide some items, then arithmetic mean also affected. The next is assumption based on open and class series. For calculation of the open and class series, there is assumption also based. The next is there is not possible in case of the qualitative characteristics. That means the arithmetic mean cannot be calculated in case of the qualitative data are given in the question. The next is complete data required. To calculate the arithmetic mean, the data are required in complete manner. The last is the no use of graph. So we cannot calculate arithmetic mean by the using of graph. So this is all about merits and demerits of the arithmetic mean.